Good morning, and thanks for joining me on my mat class this morning for myself and everybody else who might want to join. So today we're just going to work on our posture and a little bit of just regular mat, no props, just us. So us and our bodies, our fabulous bodies. So enjoy the session and do what you can, and always remember, honor your body, and if it doesn't feel right, please pause and just take a moment and breathe and do what you can. Okay, thank you, and thanks for joining me. Here we go. So lying on our backs, just taking a breath in. We're going to bring our arms right up over our chest and just feel how the shoulder blades sink deep into the mat. Take an inhale breath, expanding the ribs wide, and exhale. Allow the ribs just to sink deep, deep down into the mat as you exhale. On this next breath, we're going to inhale. We're going to open our arms like a wing of a bird, letting the ribs expand. And exhale as we close it all up. And again, inhale, letting it expand, bringing in that fresh air, and exhale, letting all that old stale air out of our lungs. One more inhale. And here's the exhale. Holding right there for just a moment. Just feeling your bones of your pelvis, just rocking back and forth, connecting to your bones and just feeling, are they equal? Your lower back feel comfortable? Just kind of rocking back and forth. And then from here, you're going to bring it to center and then just gently draw your lower belly in. Let your lower back sink deep into the mat. Releasing it back to we'll call it the happy place, the neutral. And then let's move the pelvis away from the mat so our lower back lifts off the mat. And then we'll bring it back to your happy place. And again, drawing in on the exhale breath, lower back flattens, release to your happy place. We'll inhale as we arch our back, as we reach, and just do what's comfortable for you. Just moving the pelvic bones and bring it to center, happy place. And again, exhale, flattening the back into the mat and releasing it to neutral. And again, into that nice arch back and release it to neutral. And then feeling the shoulder blades into the mat, we're going to expand our arms out to the side like those giant wings of the eagle that you are. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, we'll let our legs just go side to side, allowing the hips just to open up. And find your breath that feels right for you. I'm going to inhale over. And then I'm going to exhale, pull back to center. And I'm going to inhale. I'm allowing my belly to move the bones of the pelvis to bring the legs back over to center. And just let the legs come for a ride. Try not to allow them to be the master of you, but let your core be the master. And we'll just do one more to each side. And back to center. And last one. And we'll pull it to center. Then from there, reach your arms back up. And just again, feeling for the shoulder blades, just gently into the mat. We're going to bring our left leg up, grab onto the back of your thigh. Push your thigh into your hands so your arms are slightly reaching away. And just with your knee joint, just stretch your leg up and bend. Find a comfortable breath for you. Exhaling up. Inhale for me down. I like to exhale up on that effort and inhale down because I'm just feeling a little bit tight from last week from doing a lot of sitting, writing, and adjusting to this new world that we're in right now. And again, up. Inhale, release. And exhale up. Inhale, release, and here's one more. Exhale up. And now I've got a little bit of a flex there. I'm trying to maintain the best I can my happy place neutral of my pelvis. And then I'm going to flex, point, flex, point. Boy, do I need this today. And point and flex. Woo! Point and flex. and point, and flex, and point, and flex. Now a circle, and you notice that my upper leg bone isn't moving, just my ankle joint and foot. That's all that's moving. I'm working on that anyway. There's energy into my hands by my thigh pushing into them, and then I'm going to reverse it. Whatever breath works for you, around and around and around and around and around, and the last one, and around, and then bend the knee and release that leg back down into the mat. Bring the other leg up, and again just gently pushing in so you feel that energy of the leg into the hands. And everybody's arms are a little bit different distance. Our bodies are made differently, so what I look like may not be the same as you. Just find your comfort area, but you're holding your leg. You could also use a band if you need to. We're going to exhale up and inhale, bend. Exhale up. All this time I'm really working on trying to hold that neutral space or that happy place in my spine and in my pelvis, not letting my pelvis rock towards the mat or my lower back sink into the mat. It's just my comfortable place, and just allowing that lower leg to move up and down, just warming up that knee joint. And we're going to come up for this next one, and we're going to hold it there, and here's that whopping heel to the sky, point the toe to the sky, heel to the sky, point the toe to the sky, heel to the sky, point the toe. Am I ever tight? And point, and flex, 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 and point, and two more, and point, and one more, and point, and then round into your circle, and around. Whatever breath you can find that helps you move. And again, remember, the rest of the leg is still. Nothing's happening. It's just the ankle joint. Then we reverse it. And around, and around, and around, and around, and around, and around, and the last one, and around, and really let that heel reach to the sky for that very last one. Then relax your foot and bend your knee and bring your feet right down into the mat. Arms are long by your sides. We're going to take our foot or our ankle, and we're just going to draw our foot off the floor, keeping the heel pressing deep into the floor. We're going to do what's called a pelvic lift to start. So I'm going to keep my hands just relaxed into the floor, fingers open, shoulders open. I'm going to push into my bottom. So my bottom is the energy source here as I push up, and then I'm going to come down in one piece. So I'm going to feel all the energy in the bottom muscle. Exhaling up, inhaling down. So it's just pretty much a hinge. Hinging from the hip, exhale up, inhale down. Trying to stretch out the top of the thighs as my back of my body engages, and coming down. And we exhale up, inhale down. 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 One more. Exhale up, hold. Now if you're feeling really tricky and really good today, let's take that left leg off and up and touch. And the right, up and touch. We're going to do a little march. Up, touch, up, touch. It's all in our bottoms. Up, touch, and one more. And last one, ha, and up there, hold, and bring it all the way down. Then from there, draw your knees into your chest, and holding on to the back of the thigh, just really let everything stretch. We're going to do what's called a body hug. So we're going to release our arms away, thighs go with it, lift your head and chest up, and everything squeezes together for a nice stretch. And release. Exhale, squeeze it. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze it. Inhale, release. Again, squeeze and release. One more squeeze and release. Then from there, take your left leg up high, holding onto your belly the best you can. Draw the leg down to the mat, reaching out, big stretch, and take your opposite hand on the outside of the other leg. Arm goes out to the right, arm goes out, turn your head, and let that come across your body for a little bit of a stretch. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, what feels right for you for the last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring it back over to center. And from here, we're going to hold on to that thigh again, giving it a good stretch in. The other leg goes out nice and long. And we're going to pick up this leg off the mat by the muscle right in the center of the leg, and the belly goes in strong. And we're going to switch it out now. So the other leg pulls in. We go up with the other one. And here we go, right on down to the mat, stretching it out, really reaching. Breath in, breath out. And on the side here that's folded in, I'm thinking of it folding in, not hiking in, but really just sense that sense of really folding down into my body. Inhaling and exhaling, and on this next breath, hand goes to the outside of the thigh, arm goes out to a T, and we have a nice stretch across the body for nice, nice into the hip. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and breath out. This feels fabulous, getting ready for our work to come. Inhaling and exhaling. And then coming back over to center, we're going to go ahead, we're going to hold on here again with the hand here, and just giving that a little more of a hug in, just feeling that nice stretch. Breath in, breath out. Now from here, the other leg is going to lift up off the mat, reaching up, holding it there, bend the knee, draw it in, again, giving yourself a nice hug. Draw your legs together the best you can, and drop them right over a 90-degree angle, right over your hip here. Arms are going to stretch out to the side of the room. We're going to take an inhale breath as we let our legs go over to the right side. Our head can turn to the left if we'd like. And then we exhale, pull to center with your waist. Then we go over to the other side. Inhale. And again, just let your head move if it like, or if you want to keep it in the center, just keep it in the center. Another modification would just have your legs on the floor, your feet on the floor, and just, with the knees bent, and then just let your legs go side to side. I'll show you that in just a second. And bring it to center. So if you'd like to do the modified version, just bring them down onto the floor, heels digging in, and going from one side, back to center, and over to the other, back to center, and again. So you can keep your legs up, or you can have them down here with me like I have them right now. And back to center. And especially if your back's a little sore or a little tender, just keep your legs as close to your body as you can and not letting them be dangling in the air more than necessary. Okay, from here we're going to come into center. We're going to take our arms right up over our chest. We're going to feel this sense of separating our feet and let your feet just relax down into the mat. And we're going to take an inhale breath. And on your exhale breath, you're going to lift your head and chest up just to the bottom tip of the shoulder blade. No more than that is necessary. We're trying to hold length here and roll it back down. Thinking as you come up, exhaling, coming up, you're just rolling that upper back off, belly's in, and then we roll back. And we exhale up, inhale, roll back. And again, exhaling up, just letting that upper back stretch, and inhale, roll back. We feel the jaw of the muscles right here pulling us up, stabilizing the pelvis as we work, best you can, and back. The main thing is we're moving. We're shaking and moving it today, and roll back. And we're going to come up again. We're going to exhale, come up. We're going to hold here, hands are going to go behind your head, and you might feel that that might create a little more intensity in the leverage of up. So you adjust as you need to. If you need to bring your head down, feel free. And we're going to take one leg up to 90, and then we're going to switch legs. Use your breath. Bring that power to the core. Switch, 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 switch. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Hold. Bring both legs down to the mat. Drop your feet down and let your body roll back. Stretching your arms overhead. We're going to stretch our legs out onto the mat. We're going to take out, ready, preparing for our roll up. And inhale, let the arms come up. Head and chest are going to follow. You're going to exhale, roll your body up, stretching to what's comfortable for you. Inhale here. Now if the roll-up's a little tough for you today, because we're all in different places, you can just think about this. Just working this upper part here, bending your knees slightly, grab the back of your thighs, stretch your legs out again when you get to the top, stretching your back out, and then as you roll back, bending your knees, allow the pelvis to roll like a wheel. And then stretch your legs out. We inhale, lift. Right here we exhale. Again, I'm thinking belly and hip flexors are helping me this second phase. Rolling me up, stretching me over, reaching, and then rolling me back, back, back. And last one. And here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we roll up, 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 stretching, reaching, and rolling, 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 back, back, back. When you reach the bottom, we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw our right leg up. I got to switch my mat, it's all rolled up here. That's what happens when you're at home, huh? All right, here we go. So I'm going to take my right leg up, and I'm going to do what we did just a little bit ago, where we just push into our leg into our hands, and we're just going to stretch it up. And we're taking a set point, preparing for leg circles. So we're going to think about, I'm just playing with, can I straighten my leg? Is it better here, or can I go all the way? We're just kind of figuring that out right now and maintaining the neutral pelvis. All right, it's okay to bend the knee here if that's more comfortable for your back. You decide what's right for you. So from here, this is a pretty good spot. We're going to take our arms hugging our sides. We're going to inhale, cross the midline, around and up. Exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and reverse, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Last one. And around and up, hold it, and from here, bend it in. That was good. Energizing, and stretch that leg out. Then the other one comes up, 90 degree, best you can. Hands behind your thigh. And some people will just hold on like this. This is fine. My arms are really long, so I'm able to really interlace my fingers. So either that or I have a very short body, one of the two, or maybe both. And from here, we're just going to play with that set point. I'm just thinking, where is my pelvis? How's the energy in my thigh? If I'm feeling a lot of cramping here, set your pelvis, reset your pelvis, and come maybe a little bit lower. And maybe not stretch out your legs so much. So I can play with it. Experiment with it. What feels right for you? And we're going to do one more. Going up, just breathing and reaching it up. Then from here, arms drop to your sides, hug your body. Inhale, we circle around and up. Exhale, around and up. Inhale, around and up. Exhale, around and up. Inhale, around and up. Exhale, around and up. Inhale, around and up. Pause. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale and hold. And notice how when we work that, next time you do this video, how we're working to get that full range up and down, what's comfortable for you. So always kind of keep that in mind as you're working. All right, so from here we're going to stretch that leg out long, bring your arms right up over your chest, Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, roll up. Stretching forward. And we're going to go right into roll like a ball. So this will be fun. Roll like a ball. Always when you're anywhere and you're going to roll, check your area behind you so you're not going to crash into anything, and I'm pretty clear. So we're going to come back and we're just going to come back and teeter on our bottom for a minute. We're just going to feel that space of that roll like a ball. We're going to squeeze our body into one another here, knees and thighs into the chest and belly into the thighs. And I could let go. I'm so much energy right in there. Then from here, we're going to look right at our knees, and we're going to keep the shape, and we're going to feel how our belly or our thighs push us back, and hold the shape, relax into it. Inhale as we roll back, exhale as we come up, and inhale as we roll back, and exhale as we come up, and again, inhale as we roll back, exhale up, and inhale, and exhale up. And we'll just do 2 more. Inhale, exhale up, and inhale, and exhale up. Ooh, that feels so good on my back. Hope it did on yours too. So we're going to lift up really, really tall. Legs are out to front. Then from there, tip one leg down, and then switch. And holding on, just guiding, giving yourself a little bit of support. Feeling how that lower belly really connects in. Back is connected in. I'm really working strong here. Now we put both feet down and slowly roll the spine down to the bottom tip of the shoulder blade. Now from here, again, as I talked about, if your lower back bothers you, don't move your legs. Just keep them here and just do your upper body. So we're going to go into double leg stretch. We're going to inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. And exhale in. And reach. And exhale in. And reach. And exhale in. And reach. And exhale in. One more. Reach and exhale in and hold. Now is our single leg. We're going to start with the left leg staying in. Right leg goes out. We can have both hands here or here. It's up to you. And we're going to switch legs. Move from your hips. 2 more. 1, 1, 2, 2, and bring them both in. And roll yourself up into a sitting position or roll to the side and sit up. From here, we're going to go into what we call the spine stretch forward, into a little sitting work here. So from here, arms are out to front. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale breath, we're going to nod the chin down. We're going to pull the ribs in, the belly in. And then we're going to just take that shape forward. Imagine as I'm going forward that my belly button's pushing back to my spine. The movement is coming from the hinge of the hip as I inhale, stretching forward. And exhale as I re-stack up my bones all the way tall. Lifting as tall as I can. Bring your arms up over your head. And imagine somebody grabbing your hands and trying to pull you off the mat. And your spine is getting longer and longer and longer. And then you're going to take your arms out to a T. Come back around. And then take that exhale breath with the nod of the chin. Belly button pulls back behind you. And you really feel that belly button really cinching deep into your spine as you hinge forward. You're looking down right between the window frame of your arms, stretching. Inhale. And exhale, we restack it up, up, up. Reach your arms up. Imagine again those ropes are just reaching high to the sky, allowing your shoulders to set, your head between your shoulders, and just nice and easy. Arms come out to the side, circling around. And inhale. As we create the shape. Exhale, we're going to go forward. And play with your breath. Do what feels right for you. There's no right or wrong. It's really what's bringing you rhythm to movement. And exhale. Stack your bones, stack your bones, stack your bones. Stretch up, 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 up. My favorite part right here, getting tall, tall, tall. Out to the side, around, And last one. Here we go. Hollow, roll, stretch, reach, inhale, and exhale. Restack, restack, restack. Reaching up, up, up. Beautiful stretch. Arms reach back. Let's get us a little bit more here. The upper back, arms really reaching. And circle around and come back. And then from there, take your hands right by your sides here. We're going to keep our legs wide today. This is a variation of back support. So it's a variation. It's not even a modification, it's a variation. So again, some of us have wrist issues, so feel free to take your hands to the side, roll up your mat, so you can have a little prop for your wrists at a different angle like so. So really what's better for you? Some people like to make a fist. So far in my life, my wrists are pretty darn good. We'll see after I do a lot of typing this next 2 or 3 weeks. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our elbows and just bend. And if you need to put a little prop under your hands, you could as well. We're going to just take our elbows and straighten and feel how our body just lifts off the floor without rounding your spine. Just keeping everything really still, chest placed forward, and then bend the elbows and sit it back down. And again, we go up, stretching up. I hope you understand this because it's really a juicy one for our lats and our triceps, and bend and back, and warming us up to being able to levitate our body up, forward, and off the mat. So here we go again. We've got our elbows slightly bent, hands right by our sides. We're going to push into the mat, drawing the shoulder blades down. This time we're going to hold it. We're going to swing the hips up in one piece, and then we're going to swing them right back to where we started and bend the elbows and come down. And remember, if anything feels uncomfortable, like a burning, tingling in your shoulder, please just back away from it and just practice sitting up straight. We want this to feel like a good stretch, but there shouldn't be any nerve energy in this at all. So we go ahead and straighten the elbows, triceps, lats are engaged, my back extensors engaged as I use my bottom to hinge up, really stretching as far as I can, deep as I can, hinge it back down and back. And again, just the best you can is all you can ask of your body today, because tomorrow will be different. Here we go. We push again. We reach it up, 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 up. Really stretching and hinge and back down. And that was pretty darn good, wasn't it? So from here, we're going to come around, and you may have been thinking, why isn't she rotating yet? What's up with that? We're going to do a special rotation today, and to target our upper back. So you're going to take your onto our hands and knees now. And again, if you need to shake out your wrists, just sit back for a moment and just stretch hands overhead. Just let the lat stretch, let the fingers unwind. Just breathing in and breathing out. And then draw in, and then just shake out a wrist and shake out another wrist. And notice when you switch wrists, if your body rotates a lot, or does it stay pretty solid, because we're looking for it to stay real solid, keeping you right in your core as you move from wrist to wrist, just shaking it out. And again, feel free to roll up the mat if you need to give yourself that added little angle for your wrist so it's not so hard on them, okay? So from here, we're going to let's take our right arm, and we're going to bring that up and around, and we're going to hold our body as steady as we can. Hips, knees are just about as wide as the hips, or a little wider. The wider, the more stable the hips will be. Then from here, we're going to rotate, open, and come around. Excuse me. And exhale, rotate, open, and come around. I'm trying to avoid my lower back to be involved. It's just primarily my upper back, keeping my scapula really stable on the left arm and letting my body be the rotator. Golfers, this is so nice for you to let the body be the rotator and the shoulder blade follow along. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, and inhaling, and one more. Exhaling, and inhaling. And then bring both hands down to the floor now. We'll switch it out. Just being mindful now as we switch so your body doesn't collapse. Your shoulder blade doesn't fall down to the floor, but it stays right up in its pocket. Excuse me. And again, here we go. Exhale as we open. Inhale, back to center. And I'm really having a hard time not letting my head do the work. So let my upper back, exhaling, that shows me my upper back a little tight today. And back to center. And exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. One more. Exhale, open. And inhale, center. Awesome. Then from there, just set it back. And just wander your hands out. Big stretch. I hope that felt good for you. So from now, right here, if your wrists are in a good place, you can come to elbow if that feels more comfortable. I'll show you both positions. But here's your elbow. You want your elbows higher than your shoulders right now, hands into the floor. We'll just play with extending your legs out and your hips up, and then coming back down and placing it down. So the hinges, the hips, and the shoulders. So we exhale as we come up, trying to let the spine carry the head, and then we come back down. So if your wrists are feeling good, then let's just go ahead from there into a nice pike, exhaling up, really stretching, and inhaling back down. And exhaling up for the stretch, and inhaling down. And exhale up for the stretch, and inhaling down, last one. And exhale up for the stretch, and inhaling down. Then from here, we're going to wander back. We're going to sit back onto our heels. Now, there's a big stretch of your feet, so you adjust as you need to. And imagine if your legs were tied together, your ankle bones were tied together, your toes are tucked underneath of you, and you're sitting back as if we were just doing that pike that you just did, but now we're sitting back into that, stretching the ankles, a little bit of the foot, and then from there, just take a breath in. And if you'd like a little more, just reach back and grab onto your elbows for a little shoulder stretch, lifting up nice and tall. Inhale, you lost my head there, but that's okay, you can see my body. And last one, inhaling and exhaling. And then from there, we'll go ahead and come around, and we'll take this nice side movement. So we'll take this opportunity for some side movement. So we're going to come down onto your elbow. Your legs are going to stretch out, and you want to really feel the sense of your lower waist is always lifted off the floor. There's a lot of energy. This is about core stability here, okay? So from here, I like to hold on to my waist, really checking in that my shoulder, as I tell my class at the studio, there's flames coming out of your ears and you don't want to singe your shoulders, so really keep your shoulder away from your ears. And we can bend our bottom knee if that gives you more comfort. Then we're going to lift the top leg up, we're going to flex your foot and kick it forward, point and bring it back, and kick it forward. So we're working on just keeping the pelvis as still as we can, as we're moving that hip joint, swinging the leg bones forward and back. And there's lots of room going forward, but there's not a lot of range going back. But really allow that back portion to stretch through here. And two more, and back, and one more, and back. Now hold it back there. Reach back and grab onto your ankle. Nice juicy stretch here for the hip. I don't know about you all, but my hips are so tight from last week. Just a lot of sitting, but a lot of stretching too, but it's just never enough, it seems like. All right, so from here, we're going to take one more breath into this beautiful stretch we got going here. And then we're going to bring it forward. We're going to bring our knees in, and we're going to swish ourselves around to the other side. And we're going to come right over onto our elbow again. And we're going to really just feel again the energy of we really want to feel the energy of the waist holding us up. Feeling that shoulder is just slightly above, the elbow is slightly above the shoulder, hand is comfortable on the floor. We're going to bend our bottom knee if you'd like more support. The top leg is going to lift level with your hip. Energy should be about right here, holding that up. And from there, we're going to flex. Nice look in my bottom of my foot there, huh? Hope yours looks just as good. And last one, we go forward and we bring it back and hold. Bend the knee, reach back and grab onto your foot, getting that really nice stretch. Breath in, breath out, checking into that shoulder. Mine was sneaking down on me. I had to really check in and bring it back to, wrangle it back in, as they say, into the corral there. And really stretch, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. And then release. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into a sitting position. And we're going to do a little spine rotation. Okay? So we're going to bring our legs comfortable for you, whatever that might mean. You might want to sit up on a little prop, roll your mats up. Oftentimes that really is nice. Sitting on a pillow, just to give if you're feeling a lot of tension right here, feel free to do that. Then we're going to take our arms out and stretch them across the room for a moment. And just feel the sense of the width. Finding width in your back, finding width in your collarbones. And just from here, flex your wrists, open your fingers, and try to bring your fingers towards your ears as your heel of your hand reaches to the other side of the room. It should feel like a big old stretch all the way, so everybody feels a little bit different. Breath in, breath out. And then we're going to bring our hands behind our head now. Push your head lightly into your hands to remind you to sit up tall. Your feet are flexed best you can. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. We're going to rotate over to the right, back to center, to the left, center, right, center, left, center, and last one, and bring it to center and stretch. Breath in, breath out. Really feeling that stretch is coming from your hip joint, right from your hip joint. Breath in, breath out. Move your head around, whatever you need to do. And breath in and breath out. Then from here we're going to go ahead and we're going to come on over back onto our hands and knees to finish today. And we're going to play with that what we just did with the rotation, but now we're going to hold the body steady and we're going to move an arm and a leg out. So we're going to take our right arm and we're going to stretch it over in front of us without letting our body shift. So we're not looking for a dropping or rotation. So when I move out, everything stays steady. My left leg, my opposite leg goes out. Now from here, just play with reaching the leg up and without moving or dropping into your lower back. Really feel that energy in the back of the leg as it stretches up. Everybody's going to have a different range and be okay with that. And stretch and stretch. So I have my 3 points on the mat right now. My hand over shoulder, my one arm underneath my shoulder, and my knee on the floor. And I'm just working my back leg, holding my body steady. Holding it steady is what it's all about. Last one. And then bring it on in. You slide that hand under. Now from here, hip width apart, shoulder width apart. Left hand goes out, just barely touching the floor. And again, without letting the shoulder drop, like reaching out like so. We're just trying to keep it really steady and open of what flexibility is there for you. The other leg goes out really long, holding it steady. Now from here, nothing shifts, so I'm avoiding rotation.
I'm avoiding hiking my hip. And if you can see, my shirt's all rolled up. But anyway, this is a raw and real video here. Nothing is edited. So here we go. We lift the leg up and back and lift. We try not to move. Try not to move your pelvis. Try not to move your spine. Let the energy of your body move away from the earth as your arm on the floor or your hand on the floor pushes you away from the earth. And lift. And my back of my leg is working hard to really bring me up and hold everything steady, so we're working our spine in a really nice functional way. And exhale. And we have our 3 points on the earth right now to help support us. And 2 more. And here's 1 and 2. And slide that leg back under, the hand back under. And this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to sit back into our heels, stretching out. Breathing in, letting your head go where you need to go. Breath out. Breath in. And now if you feel comfortable and you'd like to drop the crown of your head into the floor and reach your hands behind you and just reach for a nice big stretch there for the neck. Really feeling that full rounded body. I'm going to roll up on my head for a minute and come back down. But only do this if your neck is good with you. And breath in. And again, remember the rule, never any pain. You just feel the work of the muscles and the stretch the muscles. 1 more breath. And on your exhale breath, roll back to your heels. Roll your body up. Breathe in, stretch up. And exhale, bring your hands back down to the earth. And thank you for being here today. It was awesome having you join me. It made me feel really good anyway. So thank you, and I look forward to next time. Bye.